How's it going, guys? It's me, Dr. Fish King 9, here to bring you guys another Top 6 Saturdays. And this episode is the start of something new for this channel. I'm going to be doing these updates, I guess, updates, top 6s, anything live to you, from my face here to you guys. We'll be having some music playing in the background now. This is from Sonic. Let me put my glasses on. This is from Sonic Adventure 1, the final egg stage. The mechanical. I can't think of the exact name of it. Let me pull it up. Mechanical Resonance from Sonic Adventure 1. So, this is one of my favorite songs from that game. I love it. If you played Sonic Adventure 1, I hope you do too. So I'm going to take those back off so glare doesn't bounce off my glasses into the camera. So this top 6 is my favorite top 6 TV shows. I just have a couple honorable mentions. Basically, with the top 6 this week, it's my top 6 TV shows, and it sounds a little weird, but my reasoning behind doing this is cartoons and TV was my life back as a kid. When I was a kid, it wasn't all about the video games and stuff like that. It was all about the TV, because I thought TV was great. It was amazing. Cartoons kept me focused on the show. It was amazing. So I figured might as well bring it to you guys. So I can basically build a stronger connection with the people watching, with my fans, stuff like that. So you guys can get to know me better, and by leaving your top 6 TV shows in the comment section below, I can get to know you guys more. We can be more buddy-buddy, more friendly. Be more of a friendship channel than a fanship channel. So basically, just couple honorable mentions. Naruto TV show, not the Shippuden, the original. Looney Tunes, the Mario cartoons, and basically all of Cartoon Network from around the the late 90s to 2007, 2008-ish, back when Chowder and Flapjack started coming on. Right around there is when I kind of fell out of Cartoon Network and stopped liking their shows so much. But mid to late 90s to around 2007-8, that's, in my opinion, was the greatest times for Cartoon Network, and I almost put it on the list, but they were slightly shouted out by a couple others, and you'll find out why in a little bit. But quick Cartoon Network thing. Now, you had great shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Code Lyoko, Shaolin Showdown. You had a bunch of great shows like that. I couldn't just categorize them all into... Couldn't just list them all. No, of course not. Could. But, basically, I love those ones. And let's see what we got next. What's up next? We've taken forever. Next up on the list will be... Let's go... We're going to be playing Title Tempest, Bad Future from Sonic CD. Sonic CD Japanese, the Japanese version. Sonic CD Japanese is one of my favorite Sonic soundtracks of all time. I love it. It's so good. But back to my main point. Let me just lower it a little bit. There we go. Now, basically... so we're going to start it off with number 6. Now, number 6 is the Pokemon anime. Now, Pokemon it's hit or miss for me. The original series, all the way up until mid to late Diamond Pearl, is what I really enjoyed watching. That's why it's number 6 and not higher, because I loved Season 1 all the way through Emerald, or not Emerald, but Gen 3. I loved Gen 1 all the way through Gen 3. Kanto through Hoenn, I loved it all. Even the Orange Islands, I liked it. But... after that, I kind of fell out of the series, and for good reason. But it's number 6 because it holds a lot of good memories in my heart. And I can't think, and it's just, I don't know where I'd be without Pokemon. Without the Pokemon shows, without the Pokemon anime, and stuff like that. So number 5 is Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon as a whole from around, basically the late 90s to, like, 2008, 2009. Right around when they started showing a lot more of the, not kid-friendly, but more of the live-action stuff like iCarly and stuff like that. When they got more into that kind of stuff, when it was that instead of SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, that kind of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like shows like iCarly, just not iCarly. I loved Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh was amazing. SpongeBob, I mean, how could you not like SpongeBob as a kid? Even as me right now, my 16-year-old self, I love SpongeBob. Granted, I like it because I get the jokes that were hidden in it and all the stuff behind it, but I did enjoy it back as a kid. Same goes for Fairly Odd Parents. Granted, for both of them, it was mostly the earlier stuff, not so much as the later stuff, but, let's go Mario. Dr. Mario, Fever. There we go. Now, basically what I was going to say, I loved all those shows. Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob, it was the earlier stuff, compared to the later stuff, but, Jimmy Neutron was good throughout the whole thing. I loved the crossover specials that they did with Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. That was a great idea. It was amazing. I loved them. I kind of wish Nickelodeon did more with that, like, more crossover stuff, with not just those two shows, but more of those shows, and more shows like that in general. And also, with Nickelodeon, you had Nick Gas. Those great, amazing game shows. You had Legends of the Hidden Temple, Guts, what was it called? Get the Picture. I was about to say Family Feud. Double Dare. You had great shows like that, and they were amazing back in the 90s. I still say those are some of my favorite game shows of all time. Especially Legends of the Hidden Temple and Guts with Olmec. And it was just so good. I loved those shows. And now number 4, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I had to put them both on the list because I liked them. Because, I loved them both, but I really couldn't put one over the other. And if I put both in, and it's like, I have to put both in, and it's like, if I put one at 3 and one at 4, then Pokemon's out, and I loved Pokemon. I could have put it as an honorable mention, but I've already got like 5. And I don't want to put more. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Still a huge fan. In fact, it should be right here. I have one of my favorite decks to use with one of my favorite cards of all time as well. My Dark Magician. It was a starter deck. It's a starter deck for sure, and I just recently bought it, but I love it still. And it is the starter deck Yugi Dark Magician. The starter deck Yugi that came with the secret rare Dark Magician card. But that's not the reason why I love it. I love spellcasters in the game. I love the show and everything. But the starter deck also has my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. The Magician's Valkyria. Magician's Valkyria is one of my favorite cards of all time. I've loved this card ever since I first played it and everything, and I can't get over the love of it. It's just so good. Now, besides, that's not the point of this. It's for the cartoons, and I loved the cartoons. I loved them. GX, in my opinion, is better than the classics. That's because I grew up with it, and I just loved it so much more. So number 3. I don't know. It'll be really loud on 4. It probably will be loud. No. Where is it? Sonic Rush. I have it here somewhere. I don't see it. Well then. Damn it. Ignore that. I'll just pick this up. The next song we'll be doing... Actually, no, it's probably... I don't have the instrumental version, darn it. I wish I did. Pumptree Panic Bat Future. Good enough. Basically, and then at number 3 we have the Sonic shows. Sonic SatAM, Sonic Underground, and Adventures. I would have put it as Sonic X, but I feel like I've outgrown it much more than the other 3. And I couldn't find it. I had the theme song to Sonic Underground in my music files on my laptop and on my phone. I can't find it on my laptop though. I'll have to look for it at a later time, but that's not the point right now. The point of this whole thing is I loved those anime. Granted I didn't catch them right at the beginning like I did with Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi GX, but Pokemon, even Pokemon I didn't really catch too early on. I catch in the middle of Hoenn, really. I caught in the middle of like Hoenn-ish, and I caught the rest through reruns. I got the Nick stuff, Cartoon Network, Naruto, caught those all the prime times when they were on. But oh well. Now the Sonic shows, being the huge Sonic fan I am, I've fallen in love with the shows. I love Sally Acorn, the Saddam series with Antoine and Bunny, and over the years I've in my opinion, and in a couple other people's opinions, I've learned how to do a pretty good Antoine de Couture, de Coyote, from Sonic Saddam. And I'm just glad I was able to learn how to do that. Really, it means a lot to me knowing I can do that, because he was one of my favorites. Sure, he was all whiny and annoying, but that's what made him funny. With his just whole cowardly scene that he had going for him, it was just funny. Seeing him try to be the tough guy and then freak out by just a little leaf, it was really quite enjoyable to me. But number 2 is. This show holds a really big spot in my heart. It was hard to pick number 1 over this one, but I had to. I had to make the choice, and I chose number 2 to be Shaolin Showdown. That show was my life as a kid. I loved it. I have the DS game somewhere. It's probably with all my other DS games, but that's not the point right now. Shaolin Showdown. I loved that show. It was so good. And when I found out they were bringing it back for Shaolin Chronicles, I got so excited. And honestly, I was a little disappointed. I love Shaolin Showdown. I go back and watch this show all the time on I don't have Netflix yet. I keep wanting to get it, but I don't have it yet. I went back and watched it on YouTube. So good. It brought back all the memories I had back when I was a kid watching it. Shaolin Showdown, Shaolin Chronicles is okay. They got back a lot of the old voice actors, which I'm glad, but they got rid of all the old great names. You had the Golden Tiger Claws, the Mantis Flip Coin, Two-Ton Tunic, Fist of Tebagong, Orb of Tornami, what was the star? I can't remember the fire star. Sword of the Storm. So many good ones. Silver Manta Ray. The Heart of Zhong, the Helmet of Zhong, Shroud of Shadows, Jet Butsu, Monkey Staff, all the Tangle Webcomb, all the good stuff. They got rid of them all. They got different names for them. What was it? You got the Monkey Spear, the Orb of Torpedo, and it's just, I don't like those. No. Changing Chopsticks, that was another one in the original. I don't like the new names. I don't like a lot of the new voices too either, or the changes that they made. Some of the changes could have been better. They could have kept Dojo the same color green. Now he's yellow. He was green. Why is he yellow? That's my main problem though. With Chronicles, but this isn't a rant about Chronicles. This is a top 6 about Showdown. Now, number 1, which barely beat it out, just because I've recently played the game. I recently finally got my hands on a copy of the game. I have it somewhere. I can go grab it later. You know what? Forget it. I'll grab it. I'll put on... Let's see. I'll put this on while you wait. I have it here somewhere. Don't worry, guys. Got it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that song, Wrapped in Black. One of my favorite songs from Sonic Rush. Another one of my favorite soundtracks. Sonic Adventure 1 as well. Code Lyoko for the DS. One of my favorite games of all time. What if I flipped it upside down? Will it read it? No, let's not track it either. But, you get the point. I loved Code Lyoko. Such a good show. So many memories. And when I found out they were bringing it back for a 5th season with Code Lyoko Evolution, I was so excited. And I found out it was they had live action with the CG I was excited for. But I found out they had live action for the anime, for the, for the stuff when they were on campus and out of Lyoko, when they weren't in Lyoko. And I saw an episode, because it didn't come to America, or to the North America. It only went to the Europes, and only certain parts of Europe, like France, because that was where the show was made. It was made in France, and Japan. Basically, it was only out in France and Japan. And I found a French dub of it with or English subtitles at the bottom. I found a English sub of it with French as the thing. It wasn't very. It's not good at all. It's horrible, absolutely terrible. I saw it. I was like, how can they do this to Lyoko? I was impressed they brought it back. In general, I loved the show. It's so good. Honestly, I'm glad that they brought it back. I just wish they brought it back the right way. Bring it back in all animations with the old style, and just picking it up where they left off. Like them wanting to go to Lyoko and everything. Them wanting to meet Xana again and do battle. That stuff. It would have been amazing. With Jeremy by their side as well, with him back to the good side, bringing him back, it would have been amazing. Ilia going to the towers and activating and deactivating the towers set by Xana, with Umi or Yumi. I want to say Umi, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh. Hold on. Sorry, this video is brought to you by Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs, an amazing cereal. Get some today. Now this video isn't actually made by Cocoa Puffs didn't sponsor me for this. I wish they did. I love Cocoa Puffs, but with Yumi and her fans, Ilia going to the towers, Odd being his idiot self with his laser arrows, and Ulrich with his sword and the speed and his super sprint. It was just so cool to me, and I'm glad. And Jeremy behind the scenes controlling everything, keeping everything intact, and it would have been amazing. Now, that was my top 6, with Code Lyoko still being my #1 favorite TV show of all time. But it was basically cartoons more than TV shows, because you can't make a game off of a TV show. You can make a game off a cartoon. No, Lyoko, it's one of my favorite DS games. It's puzzles, it's adventure, it's platforming, it's Lyoko. It's everything I would expect from Lyoko, and it's amazing. And I want to get the. I know they made more than just that one. I want to find them and get them, and play them. But until then, let me know what you thought. Let me know what your top 6 favorite cartoons were from back when you were a kid, and even nowadays. Let me know. I've been Dr. Fish King 9, signing off.